like what one second. All right. So if q is even, if q, if there is space, that means even there is some space in the queue for some elements, the queue will be treated as full itself, as shown below. Because as per the notations what we have seen till now, the queue is full. So what was the condition that we were checking? The queue will be full if rear is equal to queue size minus 1. In this scenario, this was the scenario what we have got something like this after deleting two elements. If we can see here, yes, this is the scenario. Please concentrate here. This is the scenario what I am showing here now. Front is pointing to 2 and rear is pointing to 4. This is the scenario what we have got. In this scenario, if you can see here, q is still full. Why q is full? Because rear is pointing to q size minus 1. What is the condition for q full? Rear should be pointing to q size minus 1. If rear is equal to q size minus 1, we say that q is full. But as per this scenario, there are two more spaces. As per this scenario, there are two more spaces. We should not call it as q as full. Should not make it as q full. One second, I'll take some more pages for writing. Right? So disadvantages of Q. It will be better if I write properly. Disadvantages of Q. Disadvantages of Q. Say if you have Q something like this, assume 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Front is pointing here and rear is pointing here. 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50. Now in this situation, we say that Q is full. So why Q is full? Our rear pointer is pointing to Q underscore size minus 1. Rear is pointing to Q size minus 1 and Q is full here. Still Q is full. But assume scenario in which you want to delete 10. If you want to delete 10, the front will be incremented and made to point here. If you want to delete 20, front will be incremented and made to point to here. That means this I will rewrite here. After deleting two elements, the new Q is written here. Right? 30, 40, and 50. 30, 40, and 50. Q. Now, where rear is pointing? Rear is pointing to Q size minus 1. Where front is pointing? Front is pointing to 2. Now, in this scenario, is our Q is full? As per this condition, Q is full. What is the condition? If rear is equal to Q size minus 1, rear is equal to Q size minus 1, we say that as per logically, Q is full. As per the code, Q is full, but there are two spaces left here. We can store two elements. There are two spaces left here. So Q is not full. This is the disadvantage. This is a small scenario. If you assume 1000 elements and the rear is pointing to last location and assume 950 locations you have deleted and 950 locations are free. In that case also the queue is going to be full only. The code will show that the queue as full only. So that is what is disadvantage of the queue. So there are two solutions for this. Can anyone guess the solution for this? Solutions to overcome the disadvantages of the queues. The very first solution is shift all the elements when you delete. Don't increment the front. Keep it here itself. So what you do here is when you delete 10, solutions could be like this. Shift all the elements to the left by 1. That's it. 0, 1 to all the index values 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. Deleting 10. So what you take 20 to this location, take 30 to this location, 40 to this location and 50 to this location. Shift all the elements to the left by one location. That means 20 will come here, 30, 40 and 50 will be left this one with the free location, and that is where actually the rear is pointing. So we can make use of this space. We can make use of this space. If you want to delete 20, so after deleting 20, what you can do here is, after deleting 20, what you can do is keep 30 here, 40 here and 50 here. Rear is still pointing here and front is still pointing here. So what we are doing here is shifting to the left. After deleting one element from the queue, shift all the elements to the left by one position. So that is the first solution, very first solution. So what is that? Shift left, what I explained. After deleting, shift left, all the elements to the left. All the elements to the left. That is first solution. Another solution is using circular representation. That is what is our circular queue. That is what is our circular queue. In linear queue, what happens? If we increment rear by 1 and insert the new elements. So that is a simple scenario. In linear queue, rear equal to rear plus 1 modulo queue size. So the second approach here is using circular representation. Here you have to just imagine this is the linear queue we have been doing till now. Please concentrate. This is the linear queue which we have been knowing. Now we have to represent it in circular fashion. What you have to do here is you have to take this end and take this end. They should be attached and you should bend it and make it as a circle. The same queue has been bent and made it as a circle. If you can see, no difference between this and this. Only representation is changing. That means the last end is attached with the first end. The rear end is attached with the front end. When rear end is attached with the front end, there is no start and there is no end. So everything becomes start and everything becomes end. These pointers will get attached. That means immediately after front, the rear will be present. Now, in this scenario, if it is normal queue, what we do for inserting, we will simply increment rear by 1. Rear equal to rear plus 1, and in that location we insert the element for normal queue. See here. For circular queue. Right, this is the normal queue. If you want to insert some elements, I will just make the rear to point here. How do you achieve that? Rear equal to rear plus 1. That's a simple procedure, and in that location what we will write? We will write q of r equal to item. That is a simple procedure. 10 you will insert. If you want to insert 20 here, what I will do? I'll perform rear equal to rear plus 1. Make rear to point here, then q of rear equal to item 20. That's the simple procedure what we go on following for normal queue. But it is circular queue. The rear end is attached to the front end. So this is circular queue now. The same queue has been made as a circle. So 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. So it has been made as a circle. So your front is pointing to index 0 and rear is pointing to index 4. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here it is pointing to front and here it is pointing to rear. So if you increment rear, what happens if you increment rear? If you perform this normal incrementing, if you in case of circular queue, if you perform rear equal to rear plus 1, 4 plus 1 is what? 5. So 5 is not existing at all here. Only what are the values existing? Index values existing are only from 0 to 4. You cannot go for normal incrementing in case of circular queue or in case of circular representation. Please try to understand, because if you perform r equal to r plus 1 for circular queue or circular representation, 4 plus 1 becomes 5. 5 is not existing because immediately after fourth index we have 0 index. You have to play only among these index values for circular representation. For that purpose, how the increment will be done here is rear plus 1 modulo q size. Rear plus 1 modulo q size, whatever size of the q is there. So if you perform this operation, further you will understand why it should be written. So please don't worry if you are not following it now. Why you should do by model q size. So I'll explain with the example later. Because this will help when we delete some element and there are some more elements in the queue. This is going to help us. Say for example, let's take this scenario. Let's take this scenario. What we have done, from this we have deleted 10 here. So see carefully. From this scenario, what is the change? From this scenario, what we have done here is we have deleted front location, that is 10 has been deleted and front has been incremented and made to point to 20. Front has been incremented and made to point to 20. The same is shown here like this in the linear queue. The same is shown here in the linear queue like this, right? Now, if you want to insert in the normal queue, it is not possible. But in the circular queue, what happened? There is one space. In circular queue, what happened? There is one space because rear end is attached to the front end. We have made it as a circle. That means still there is a space here. We have the space here. We have the space here. Here I can insert the element. I have the space here. Here I can insert the element. So to insert the element here, I must be able to point this rear to 0th index. So see here, if you perform direct like this, if you perform directly like this, what is that? Rear equal to rear plus 1, normal incrementing. What happens? The present value of rear is 4. 4 plus 1 is what? 5. So rear becomes 5, but there is no index called 5. There is no index called 5. So for that purpose, we will go for reduced modulo q underscore size, right? So what is rear value? Present value of rear is 4. So 4 plus 1, right? 4 plus 1 modulo, what is q size? It 5 modulo 5. 4 plus 1 is 5. 5 modulo 5 is what? 0. So the new value of rear, instead of becoming 5, the new value of rear, instead of becoming 5, now it becomes 0. So that's why we have to divide it by modulo q size. So I had told you to be patient so that you will understand later. Why I have to go for q size here is, I have to go for q size to make sure that the rear is not exceeding out of these only 5 index values. The rear should be always between 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. For any other values, it will not go beyond that. It will not go beyond that. So for that purpose, we will write like this. What is that? Rear will be always incremented by 1 and divided by the q size. And divided by the q size. And now the value of rear becomes 0. Rear is pointed to 0, and we can insert the next element called 60. So next element 60 is inserted here, and this is the scenario what it looks like in the linear scenario. This is a circular queue, and once you open it, so once you open this joint here, once you open this joint and keep and down, how it becomes, this joint. I just told one space next, yes, here, right? 60, 20, because this is the rear end which is at end and front is here. So why front has crossed here? Because this is circular representation. That's why front has crossed. Similarly, as we go for linear queue, as we go for performing linear queue, as we increment the rear, how? Rear equal to rear plus 1 modulo q size. The same we have to do it for front also. Front will be incremented. Front equal to front plus 1 modulo q size. If it is normal linear queue, we will not perform this task. We will not perform this task. Only for the circular queue, you have to perform reduced modulo. That is modulo q size you have to perform. That is for the circular queue. So we can overcome the disadvantage of linear queues by using two approaches. What is the first approach? First approach was by using the shift operation, shifting all the elements to the left by 1. And the second approach was using the circular representation. So these two were the approaches to overcome the disadvantages of the linear queues.